Hey there, it's day 2 in Buenos Aires, and I've had such an awesome day. So, last night actually, I went out for dinner with a girl who I was introduced to via a friend on Facebook. And I wanted to do something my first night, just kind of mark the occasion and also get my momentum up of being brave and going out and meeting new people. And it was really great. She was so hospitable and warm. From Virginia, has lived here for 4 years, now runs her own business in agriculture. So just had a ton of information and just value add about the pros and cons of Argentina and also what it's like to run a business here as well. And she brought an Argentine friend, which was great. So I kind of spent the night in Spanglish land, still pretty broken, but improving. And had Argentinian steak, which was fabulous. So it was a really good night, and they're both into polo. They're big polo players here. So hopefully there'll be some polo in my future. That would be awesome. And then today I got up and ran some errands. Note to self, huevos, the eggs, come in newspaper wrappings. So they can be difficult to locate at the supermarket if you don't know that. And then after my morning errands, I went and I'm living in Palermo, which is kind of a younger barrio, hipper barrio neighborhood. Really cool. But I walked to Recoleta, which is kind of like the Upper East Side, I think, of Buenos Aires. And really nice, beautiful. And I went to the cemetery there, which is pretty famous. It's where Evita was buried and a few of the former presidents. Gorgeous, really, really cool. And walked around there, had a chorizo sandwich. This huge sandwich was like this big, which would be, kind of an example, I think, of like our bratwurst. So that was kind of my homage for the fact that today is football Saturday in the U.S. and my friends and family are watching the games or at the game. Go Blue. And everything has been really, really great. I'm still the fastest walker on the street. And when I went out today, within the first 7 seconds, someone was, a guy yelled, I was hanging out of a truck and was like, "Hey, Rubia," for my blonde hair. And I was like, oh, is this going to be one of those situations? But throughout the day, it wasn't just me. It was a lot of the other women in the street, unfortunately, and just kind of street chatter that I'm used to. So it's been totally fine. And I'm trying to get a feel for kind of the flow of the city, and it can be really easy, I think, to compare cities right off the bat and be like, it's kind of like New York and a little bit like Paris and maybe a touch of Mexico City. But the reality is I have a whole month, so I can get the city to kind of unfold over time, which is awesome. And the Spanish is really beautiful down here. And I have nothing to lose. I only know 2 people now in the entire city. So I have just been speaking Spanish as much as I can. The most difficult conversation I had the whole day was trying to explain that I needed my coffee beans ground for filtered coffee for my machine. That was nearly impossible. And I keep a list of words with me that, as I learn, the word is molar, I think, which means to ground. I'm going to have to check that out later, but that was a pretty hilarious conversation. And besides that, it's just been an awesome second day and just kind of getting into the swing of things here. Bye.